Hello, Jonathan. Thank you for taking some time to view this video. My name is Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. So the point of this video is one, give you some tips and tricks to increase your online presence, to increase your revenue, hence increase your business. And then secondly is to compare your website to one of your local competitors' website and give you those tips and tricks to outrank them and hence to increase your online revenue. So I'll talk about three things, content, backlinks, and citations. And whatever you hear, you could use yourself on your own website. But if you'd like to speak about anything further or that, feel free to reach out to me via email, text, or phone call. But at the end of this video, if you just leave me like a line of feedback, I just want to get better at shooting some of these videos for local businesses. That helps me get better at shooting these videos. So let's get started. So first, as I said, we're going to talk about content. So content is, you need anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 words, just depending on the competition and number of keywords needed. So a keyword is anything someone might type into Google looking for a particular service or product. So in your website, in your content, you could place keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what terms you want to people to find your website for. Okay, so this is your website here, doing some good things with your website. But one thing I would focus on is the content, the number of words on your website, and that'll give you some push power for people to find you online. So talking about keywords here, so this is a keyword where people type in keywords if they're looking for a service or area. So I typed in plumbing services, Buena, California. I know that your office is there. So when you type that in, here's what comes up. So first comes up, we call this a map pack. I'll talk more about that later. That's with citations. But we call these organics. And you want to be in the first page of organics when people search for a service that you provide or an area. Because very few consumers, they go all the way down to page 2 or 3 to find a service. So the goal is to be on page 1. And you can start small. I'm not saying you have to be at the very top, but if you're in the top, 2, 3, 4, usually we don't include lists like Angie's List or Yelp. People don't click on those for a service. They click on the business. So I'm going to compare you to one of your local competitors, this Barker and Sons Plumbing, and just compare your website to him and see if these tips and tricks could outrank him to increase your revenue. So as I said, I talked about keywords, and this is a tool we use. It's called Ahrefs. So we use this to do a deep dive into websites. And here's your website right here. So these are your analytics and numbers. So keywords, again, these are the keywords throughout your website that's helping you increase some volume so people can find you. So this is a good one here, Repipe, and you want to have the higher volume, so that's over 1,000 with the volume and search volume. Here's a great one here, Ameri, that's over 21,000. So definitely keep those keywords within your website, and that'll help people find you. But comparing that to your local competitor, and here's his website, Barker Sons and Plumbing. So as you can see on his website, he has more words, more content, some links there, bolded words, and that's giving him just some push power on Google. So just think about increasing your keywords on your website. But for him, he doesn't have that many more keywords than you. You have, let's go back here. You had 25. He has 32. So you're definitely on the right track. But some of his keywords might be giving more push volume, so he has a little bit more. So some of these volumes of 500, 600, might be giving more push power, Baker's Plumbing. Here's one, Fast and Friendly, so you could take some of these keywords that doesn't have Baker's in it, obviously, but some of those buyer intent keywords like Fast and Friendly, Plumbing Router, use some of those in your website, and that'll give you some push power as well to have people find you on Google. All right, so next I said backlinks. So let's talk about backlinks here. Let's go back to your analytics. So backlinks is anywhere you find one website, link it to your website. So these links act like an endorsement of your website from others, which gives Google trust in your website. And it's kind of like a vouching for you. Think of it as like a popularity contest. So the most backlinks wins. But keep it in mind, not all backlinks are created equal. You want to have other HVAC companies or websites, plumbing websites linking back to you. That gives you more push power. Doesn't help if a restaurant or a dentist, lawyer websites linking back to you doesn't give you much trust power. So you have 110 backlinks here with 41 different referencing domains. So that's on a good start there. But just comparing that to your local competitor, he has over 1,000 backlinks and 181 different referencing domains. So one thing to focus on to increase your traffic is just increase your backlinks. to your website, and that'll help you beat this local competitor here. Then finally, citations. So citations is anywhere where your business name, number, and address are shown exactly as your Google business profile. So citations help you rank in this map pack here. It's extremely important for local business to be found here and be in the top 3. Sometimes there's 4, but want to be in the top 3 for sure. Kind of like organics down here, as consumers don't go to page 2. Very few consumers will click on here for more businesses, so they're going to go to the first thing they see. And citations include directories like you heard of a lot of them: Yelp, Angie's List, Expertise, BBB, hundreds of others. So the idea is that your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet. And the larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts you. So once Google sees you more often than these competitors, the more likely it is you outrank above them. So the goal is to be in this top 3. So once your content, your backlinks, and your citations come together and you start to outgrow your competitors, so here's what you might be looking at and why it's worth the growth there. So not sure what your margins are, but you can imagine that this might generate more revenue for your business. And there's also many more keywords you could add to generate traffic as well. So hopefully you enjoy these tips and tricks, enjoy the video. Again, you could use them yourself on your own website with all the links here. But if you want to talk about anything further, please feel free to reach out via email, phone call, or text. And again, if you leave me like a line of feedback on the video, it helps me get better at shooting these. So wish you much luck in your business and have a great day.